Everyone, my name is Jerome Parinas, and for today's video I will going to discuss about boat buying. So first, let's define what is boat buying. Boat buying in the Philippines is a common and whispered phenomenon that has been occurring for decades. It is practice of giving money or benefit to boaters and exchange their boats. It's illegal under the Philippine law, but it is still prevalent in many parts of country, especially in rural and poor areas. So sabi nga dito is yung boat buying is isa sa pinaka-common na pangyayari sa bansa. At ito ay illegal sa bansa. Ngunit sabi nga dito laganap pa rin ito lalo na sa rural and poor areas. In historical background, boat buying in the Philippines has a long story that can be traced back to the colonial period and when the Spanish and American colonizer used patronage and coercion to influence the local elites in the masses. Sabi nga dito sa panahon ng Spanish and American colonizer is meron ng boat buying. Sabi nga dito na ginagamit nila yung patronage and coercion. Ano nga ba ang patronage and coercion? So ito po yung two methods of political control that Spanish and American colonizer used to influence the local elites and masses in the Philippines. Patronage is the practice of giving or promising benefits, favors, or resources to someone in exchange for their loyalty or support. Coercion is the use of force, violence, or threats to compel someone to obey or comply. And American colonizer used patronage and coercion to establish and maintain their colonial rule over the Philippines. They appointed local leaders such as the principales, the caciques, and the ilustrados who were loyal to them and gave them privilege and resources to secure their support. To the problem and argument. The primary problem and argument addressed in this research is impact of boat buying on democracy and effectiveness of current anti-boat buying measures, changing methods and technologies in boat buying, and social and psychological impact of boat buying. We will investigate the following arguments. First is the impact of boat buying on democracy. Boat buying has significant impacts on democracy as it undermines the principle of fair and democratic elections. This paper will analyze how this practice distorts the will of the people, stalls political progress, and perpetuates corruption. Boat buying distorts the will of people by manipulating their choice. Instead of making an informed decision based on the candidate's qualification, values, and policy position, voters may be swayed by financial incentives. Second is ineffectiveness of current boat buying measures. Current anti-boat buying measures in the Philippines as well in many other countries suffer from various ineffectiveness and inadequacies. This paper will analyze the gaps, limitations, and challenges in these measures, highlighting the need of stronger enforcement, stricter penalties, and more comprehensive approaches to combat the boat buying. One of the key gaps in current anti-boat buying measures is the lack of effective enforcement. Despite the existence of laws and regulations prohibiting boat buying, enforcement agencies often struggle to gather sufficient evidence, investigate incidents, and prosecute offenders. This creates an environment of impunity where politicians and their supporters feel they can engage in boat buying without facing consequences. Without strong enforcement, these measures are rendered ineffective and fail to determine individuals from engaging in this unethical practice. Furthermore, the penalties for boat buying are often lenient and inadequate. In many cases, boat buying is treated as a minor offense result in small fines in short-term imprisonment, such as penalties do little to determine individuals who are willing to spend large sums of money to secure votes. Without stricter penalties, vote buying remains an attractive strategy for politicians who is it as a cost-effective way to gain power. So third is changing method and technologies in vote buying. Changing methods in technology in vote buying pose significant challenges to the detection and prevention of this issue. The evolution of vote buying methods, particularly the use of social media, electronic transaction, and subtler forms of persuasions, has it made increasingly difficult to track and address this issue effectively. This paper argues for the need for innovative countermeasures, including the use of technology to combat vote buying in the Philippines. One of the key challenges posed by changing methods in technologies is for proliferation of vote buying through social media platforms with the whispered use of social media. Political candidates and their supporters can now reach a broader audience to engage with more voters easily. This has opened up new venues for vote buying, as candidates can offer incentives or monetary rewards through social media posts, private message, or closed groups. The anonymity and reach of social media make it difficult to track and regulate these activities. So, and the last one is social and psychological impact of vote buying. So, vote buying act of offering financial incentives or other benefit in exchange for someone's vote has several social and psychological impact on society. One of consequences of vote buying is the erosion of trust among citizens. When individuals witness or hear about politicians engaging in such corrupt practices, it undermines their faith in the democratic process and the integrity of elected officials. Additionally, vote buying can lead to reduced political engagement. When citizens believe that their vote can be easily bought, they may become disillusioned 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 and disengaged from politics altogether. This apathy can harm from the functioning of democracy, as an informed and active citizenry is citizenry is vital for holding politicians accountable and ensuring good governance. Conclusion of this paper discussed the impact of vote buying on democracy, the ineffectiveness of anti-current vote buying measures, and the possible solution to address this problem. This paper argues that vote buying is a serious threat to the quality of legitimacy of democracy in the Philippines, as it distorts the will of the people, hampers political progress, perpetuates corruption, undermines the quality of elected officials, and fosters transactional politics. This paper also analyzed the gaps, limitations, and challenges into current legal frameworks and enforcement mechanisms that aim to combat vote buying, highlighting the need for stronger enforcement, stricter penalties, and more comprehensive approaches. Finally, this paper suggested some recommendation for improving for electoral system and the political culture in the Philippines, such as education, empowerment, and marginalized communities, strengthening of the rule of the law, improving the enforcement of anti-vote buying measures, and promoting political and electoral reforms. By implementing this recommendation, the Philippines can hope to achieve a more genuine and meaningful democracy that reflects the true will and welfare of people.